Hi everyone, this is Mohammad Shafi Sardar, Faculty of Computer Science, SG College, Koppal. So let us begin with the basic model of organization structure. So as we know that organization functions are divided into different parts and different departments and different levels of management. And each and every organization is subdivided into subsystems and accompanying division of labor and hierarchy of authority between the relations. In the organization structure, basically, there are many subsystems, and every subsystem is will be treated as a one division of a organization. And in the organization, there are many levels where the labor and the authority are related to each other. So organizations differ in their structures for a variety of reasons. So different organization has different structures. So on the basis of working nature of the organization, it differs from its one organization to another organization. Organization differs in their need of information interchange based on the degree of internal and external task uncertainty. So information is the basic need of the organization, and different organization need information for different purposes. So the information may be it is a source of a internal, or it may be a source of a external. And information is required to complete a task. Some of the tasks in the organization may be uncertain. To complete those tasks, organization need information. And need of information is differ from organization to organization. The following are some of the common dimensions of organization structure, where we consider hierarchy of authority, specialization, formalization, and at the final, centralization. Let us see one by one. The first one, hierarchy of authority. So in the traditional manner, organization structure so can be depicted as a hierarchical or pyramidical or pyramid structure of a position. So you can represent each levels of management in terms of a top, mid level, and bottom level. And these structure can be represented using hierarchical structure or a pyramid structure, where you can divide each section in terms of top level, mid level, and bottom level levels of the organization structure according to their positions. And each position has the authority or right to command. So every level of management has a right to command, means has a right, has a authority to control various resources, the rewards, the tasks, authorization, and for making decisions. Authority is the evidence by control over various resources, tasks, and making decisions in the organization. As a rule, authority is distributed according to the level in the hierarchy. So basically, the higher level position has a greater authority, and bottom level hierarchy also has the authority to make decisions, because uh, there are many subordinates who is working under uh, the supervision of another person. So another personnel. So here the number of immediate subordinates, that's a manager, is to supervise. So manager is is a main person who coordinate with all the subdivisions of or subordinates of the organizations. He assigns some duties and responsibilities. On the basis of duties and responsibilities, the each subordinate exercise his rights or authority in the organization. And the next is specialization. Every organization referred with a specialization. It may be a specialized in the labor within the organization, or some of the organization is divided along with the functional lines. So what type of function it does, according to that, we can specify this is the specialized organization like marketing, production, accounting. So specialization encourages to meet various functions in the organizations. So generally, there are two different ways in which tasks can be divided and assigned. The first, you can uh, first to give broadly trained specialists a comprehensive range of activities to perform. Means you can assign some range of activities to perform to a trained specialist who is expert or who is senior, so who has more experience. And the second thing is you can subdivide the activities into too small so that even non-specialists can also easily to perform the given activities. So easily with a simple training, he can execute his task. So in these two level, in these two ways, you can assign some task into the organization on the basis of specialization. Organization may be more or less specialized depending on not only on the products or services they provide, but also on the organizational philosophy of management. So whether organization is specialized or more specialized or less specialized, that depends on its activities, that it depends on its products and services. Some parts of the organization may be more specialized than others. For example, research and development may contain only highly trained professionals, because in research and development, they need to spend more on research and more on creativeness and more on innovations. Therefore, it requires more trained, highly professionals. Therefore, these type of divisions of an organization may require more specialized type of divisions or organizations. And some of the non-specialist workers can also be utilized along with the specialized trained professionals. And the development of application is generally separated from information system operations. There are several important reasons for this functional specialization. The two functions require different training and expertise. Means specialized and non-specialized organization requires a different training and different expertise. An analyst needs a different skills and training to provide to an operator or to a personnel of an organization. And as well as segregating the two functions improves internal control, because the design of procedures is separated from their execution. Each rules and regulations and procedures are designed separately, and each design of procedure needs to be executed individually in the organization for the control and improve the functions of the organization. And the next is formalization, where the rules and procedures must follow, and organization needs to keep on eye to the organization function, whether it follows all the rules and regulations of the organization in its activities. One indication of formalization is the degree to which decisions to handling various situations are programmed, whether the decision rules are specified in advance or not. The more formalized the organization, the less discretion individual organization members have in making decisions. Means if you pre-decided all the decision rules and program according to that, so you will need not to worry more on later different discretions available with the applications or with the decisions. So here degree of formalization is illustrated in the information system department that lets each analyst establish the development procedure and documentation. And the last point is centralization. So organization needs to bring centralization, generally refers to the level in the organization where decision making occurs. Basically, more decisions are taken place at the top level hierarchy. So highly centralized organization keeps all the decision making process at the top level of hierarchy. The more decision making authority is delegated to the lower levels, the greater the centralization. So you have to balance the distribution of authority among centralization and decentralization. So you have to make a balance between that. You have to give more authority to the lower levels so that it can balance the decision making effectiveness in the implementation in the organization. So there tend to be association between centralization and hierarchy, and centralization is also related to formalization, means implementation of rules and procedures. In a highly formalized organization, operating personnel at lower level make decisions based on rules and procedures provided to them by the higher hierarchy. So some of the exceptions are referred to the higher levels for making decisions. So there may be some of the decisions which needs to take at the bottom level. So some of the rules and procedure has to provide to them so that they can make decisions as per their needs. So this is what today's discussion. So in today's discussion, if you have any doubts, you may ask question or you may send your query through WhatsApp group. Okay. So thank you for today's session.